had a huge snowstorm a few weeks ago. Our office had actually been closed on the Monday of the snowstorm. On Tuesday, I had one nurse that could get in to work. One actually had an emergency in her family. A couple people, cars wouldn't start, and a couple people couldn't get in due to the snow. They were snowed in. Myself, I had been driven in by a family member in a four-wheel drive. Another person in our office the same way. So here we were in the office with no cars, basically. And we had one nurse out doing what she could do to see the most patients that needed the help the most that she could get to. We received a call, well, in the morning, the one nurse in the office had called to check on different patients and to see how they were doing, let them know the conditions and what we were doing for that day, and make sure their needs were being met. And this wife described what was going on with her husband, knowing that he was very close to death, and she said, I'm really afraid that when he dies, no one will be able to get to us. And so the nurse in my office came and asked me, first thing I said, call Bill Sparks at Gilead Ministries and see if he can help us. And Chanel is the nurse's name. She did call Bill and told him the situation. And later on, I was alone in the office. We actually had an admission that the other nurse was gone, and I was by myself in the office. And the phone rings, and it's this wife saying that her husband had passed away. I offered my condolences and let her know that we would get someone there. But I said, I need to ask you, how is your driveway? They lived out in the country. She said, oh, the guy just left, just plowed it. I said, oh, wonderful, perfect timing. I said, we will get someone there as soon as I can. Then I hung up the phone, and I was alone in the office, and I just said out loud, Lord, I have no one to send. There is no one working today. There's no one out there. I can't go. I have no car. And another nurse popped in my mind whose car had not been running that morning. So I called Brian. I said, Brian, how's your car? Did you get it running yet? It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He said yes, and he named one of our health aides, had just stopped by with her car, had just jumped his car, literally just had happened. I said, okay, Brian, go do this death visit. And he goes, I'm on my way. And that was just several things that happened in God's timing that day that we had no control over, and we're thankful for Gilead Ministries for their part in that.